Thanks for watching Bruins360. I'm Emily Lewandowski. On Saturday, October 12th, the men's soccer team hosted Clearwater Christian Cougars. Our sports reporter Bethany Williams has the story.
On Saturday night, the Bruins hosted the Clearwater Christian Cougars. After a recent 1-0 loss against the Cougars, the Bruins were determined to take the win. Right from the start of the game, the Bruins controlled possession and outshot the Cougars 22-0 in the first half. Matt Moore scored the first goal for the Bruins and was followed with goals by Andrew Moisant and Ryan McCarty, Matt Moore for a second goal, Travis Woodham, and Ryan Beatles. Bruins goalie Joe Wooster walked off the field with his third clean sheet of the season, and the Bruins offense outshot the Cougars 33-6 with the final score of 6-0. For Bruins360, this is Bethany Williams.
Thanks, Bethany. On Saturday, October 12th, the cross-country team ran in their fifth match of the season. Overall, the men's team took first place and the women's claimed second. The regular practice schedule has started for both the men's and the women's basketball team, and both teams are anticipating the start of the season. Johnny Gamet sat down with Courtney Hofler on the Bruins women's basketball team to talk about the upcoming season. Johnny?
Thanks, Emily. I'm here with Courtney Hofler. We're going to be talking about just the basketball season coming up in general. We're coming up on Fandemonium on Friday night, which you're not going to want to miss, October 18th, where we introduce the women's and men's basketball teams. But let's take a step back a little bit. I mean, we're obviously excited about the season coming up, but for the first season last year, just kind of give me, the overall opinion that you felt, especially being a captain of the first year's team.
Yeah, I think last year was just a huge growing experience for the team as a whole, for us as individual players. And looking back now, it's really cool to see how all that paid off at the end of the year. But it took time, and there were some rough games in there, and I'm sure we'll still have rough games this next year. But just looking back on the whole last year, seeing how far we came in our individual skills and coming together as a team and playing through adversity, I think it was really awesome, and I think we learned a lot that's going to take us really far this year, so we're really excited.
You talked about, the new experience for everybody at the intercollegiate level, but then what was it like, as coach, as you get to that first game and coach is like, hey, Courtney, you're going to be one of the captains. From a responsibility standpoint, how difficult was that? What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, it was super intimidating. First year program, you got to set the bar high. And really, we were setting the foundation for years to come, athletic programs, for this athletic program, many teams to come after us. And it was really intimidating, but I think it was a really good responsibility for me. Definitely pushed me outside of my comfort zone. And it helped that I trusted the other captains. Bree and Trish, we've been friends since freshman year. Trish since before college. So we knew each other already. We trusted each other. We kind of all knew our own weaknesses, and it really helped that there were several of us that could just come alongside the others and, maybe encourage, rebuke a little bit. So it was really good that we had that solid core for captains and that good camaraderie.
Talk a little bit more about the captain role, though. A lot of people, when they think of the captain role, they think, oh, that's the best player on the team, or that's the most skilled defenseman, or whatever it may be. Talk a little bit, you mentioned a little bit about the spiritual component and the leadership component off the court as well.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best player. There is a big, we hear it all the time, servant leadership. It was really cool for me to see how that definition plays into the realm of sports. We definitely, especially with the first year program, coming out of hard games or coming out of hard losses, we had to choose not to be the players on the team that got upset or, didn't respond well to our own mistakes or to the mistakes of others. And it really is reflecting Christ-likeness in the hard times, which, not that last year was all hard, but it was awesome. But there were definitely those hard times as well. It's easy to lead in the easy times, in the times where we're all winning, and you can come alongside your team and be like, hey, good job. But it was definitely hard to come alongside and be like, hey, you know what, we're going to get it next time. Or, hey, what can we learn that we didn't do well in this last game? And we had a coach that definitely encouraged that as well. And definitely taught us as captains throughout the year what it meant to be a leader in this kind of role.
I always ask this of people that interview on this show. The best part, finish this sentence, the best part of being a BJU Bruin is?
Oh boy, there's so many things you could put in that blank. I would definitely say representing Christ for the school, because Bob Jones is very unique in the purpose of athletics. And I came from the Midwest. There's not a lot of Christian schools out there, not a lot of Christian colleges. So coming to Bob Jones and being a part of such an awesome program that pushes excellence, not just for the sake of excellence, but for the sake of Christ, is really cool. And I'm really privileged to be a part of that, and I'm really excited to see how God's going to use the program. Awesome.
Thanks so much for taking the time, Courtney. It's Courtney Hofler of the women's basketball team. Want to remind you, Friday night, Fandemonium, we're going to meet the women and men's basketball team, so you won't want to miss that. Emily, back to you.
Coming up for the Bruins, at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, October 18th, the men's soccer team will host Columbia International University at Alumni Stadium. Immediately following the soccer game, all Bruins fans are invited to join both the men's and women's basketball team in the Davis Fieldhouse for Fandemonium, a special event to kick off the start of basketball season. On Saturday, October 19th, the women's soccer team will travel to Murfreesboro, North Carolina to play Chowan University. And the golf team will play in the Benedict College Triangular Match on October 16th and 17th. Be sure to check out our website, bjubruins.com, for game previews and recaps, our What's Bruin podcast, schedules, and more. Thanks again for watching Bruins360.